So this beautiful purple flower here, and with purple plants or purple flowered plants, it's really silly because most of the names describe them as blue. So the common name for this plant is Bluedick or Bluedicks, and it has a very unique growth pattern because it shoots up a single flower stalk. You can see these beautiful flowers bundles at the top here, which have little seeds. So you can see this plant progression wise, the seeds fall down, the plant literally one season to the next makes another foot travel. It's moving just over time. And so these seeds go down. So the single flower stalk goes all the way back down into the soil, and it is incredibly fragile. A single leaf, it's more like an iris type leaf with the veins that go all the way down, okay? Grows up next to the plant. It's not a bundle of grass. It's single leaf, single stalk. And then I'm gonna focus down here, okay. The reason why this plant is so fragile here at the stalk is because underground, and depending on the depth, it can be quite deep. Even I've dug some down on hillsides that were a foot below the surface, is what's known as a corm. And think of it like a little onion, okay, with lots of little baby onions growing off the sides of it. But that corm is filled with starch, fuel. And so if you collect a bunch of corms, leaving some of the smaller corms in the holes that you've disrupted, so now that's perpetuating more growth. But those corms then can be thrown into any skillet and julienned up, not julienne, but like caramelized a little bit. And at that point, it changes them from a milky color into clear. And they have an amazing taste, and they're super healthy for you. And you have to notice, you only get one shot to find it. And even then, it takes you a little while. So what I'm going to try to do now is dig one up so that you can see the extension of the root. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow down the flower stalk down into the ground to find the corms so that I can identify that too. The easiest way to do that is not to dig around, but to dig along the side, pull out, and then to come onto the other side and break it off. That's how fragile that stalk is, and you'll never find it. So we're going to follow it around. This is important because the plant doesn't always grow straight up. Figure out where it's actually growing up and out of. You can see the single leaf. So now what I'm going to do is we've identified where it goes straight down into the ground. I'm going to dig along the side, which in this case equals digging a trench. You can see how soft the organic material and the soil is here. So traditionally, the tool of choice to do this is called a digging stick. It's a stick you dig with. But it's really interesting how even that practice of being a digger has such a negative connotation to it traditionally. And so it's usually easier if you're just collecting, but the fact that I'm trying to demonstrate this means it's a little bit trickier. All right, here we go. Single flower stalk, leaf coming off the side, transitions, goes underground. I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure. See how easy it is to snap? That protects the treasure underneath, which will pull off some more of the soil. This is the corm, okay? This bulb, see it? This is what is so amazing. You can pop the base off, which is where the little root hairs come out of. Put that back in the ground. The little baby corms are left inside. And then this is what you're harvesting. You just wash it off, you throw it in a skillet. Of course, you'll have to collect more than one. but they're super tasty. Once again, this is the edible part of a Bluedick. Now, after harvest, I'm going to put the soil back into the hole. I'm going to put the seeds and flour back over the spot where it's been disturbed and try to naturalize it as much as possible so it doesn't actually look like somebody came out here and dug a big hole. That's part of the stewardship process as well, is making it better than you found it.